Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Welcome to Scalemodeling. How is everybody? Very, very good, I hope. Very, very good. And here we are at a new time slot. We'll just give this a test this week and see if we get anybody in. There's a couple in now, so that's good. There's a few coming in. We might get some new faces. So we're reasonably early in the morning in the US at the moment, round about between 6 and 8 p.m. 8 a.m. It is. What day would that be? Yesterday, Saturday. Is that right? I have no idea. Retired life does that. It's Saturday, so Friday. It's Friday in America. It's Saturday here. To everybody in the UK, it is lunchtime or just after. It's about 2 p.m. So, everybody who couldn't catch me at night time, maybe you have some new people that can. There's Pete Scale Modeler. Hello, mate. Welcome. I don't expect too many Aussies to be on at this time, though, because it's going to be 11 p.m. But we'll see how that goes. We'll see how that goes. I'd be very surprised if Paul would be up at this time of the night. But you never know. Paul Price might surprise me. So how are you? We've got Hobby Times there, up there saying g'day. How are you, buddy? All good? We had Captain Charlemagne Models won't be in because he has to go to work at this time, but he did leave a question there for everybody. The question is, can you use a hobby knife to scribe a model? I've never really used one, and my answer would be probably not. I wouldn't. I just don't think a hobby knife would be. Yeah, the idea of a scribe is to get a straight line. A hobby knife, you're going to get, if that slips, it's not going to be a good thing, is it? Well, I guess it depends what you're scribing, but probably not a good idea. And anyway, that's my answer. If anyone else wants to throw in there 10 cents worth. Jeff's there. Hello, Jeff. Good morning to you. How are you? All good, I hope. And it's 7 a.m. there. Very good. Yes. And, we got Hibbo's there. My God. Hibbo, what are you doing? What time is it in Perth? Is it 11 p.m. there? God, go to sleep. Skullfish is there. Hello, mate. Welcome. Welcome, mate. Hibbo with his traditional gross. Good on you. Who else we got? Andrew's there. We'll first of all put Hibbo's name up there so he feels good about himself. There we go. There he is. Hibbo is there. Pete Scale Modeler's asking how Hibbo's going. Everyone's asking how Hibbo's going. Do we care? We don't care. Yes, we do. We care. We care about Hibbo. Yeah, we do. I do a little bit. Okay. And how else we got? It's 21 o'clock here, mate. Oh, it's only 9 o'clock. Well, there you go. You're only an hour ahead of me. Oh, that's okay. Very good. All right. That's right. I get the times mixed up, but that's all good. And it's only 10 where Pete the Scale Modeler is. Well, that's good. All right. Who else we got? That's good. That's good. What was that? You want to care about me, mate, after asking me for money the other day. For those who don't know, which is everybody, just as a joke, I used PayPal to request payment from someone, and Hibbo was there, so I thought, what the hell? So I sent Hibbo a bill for $1, and he paid. Idiot, he paid me. Oh, that reminds me, the next monthly dollar will come tomorrow, mate. So there you go. Hey, Talking about money, for only $5 a month, you can subscribe to my channel, less than the cost of a cappuccino. Yeah, that's all. And you get all these bonuses and benefits. You get your name with a special thing like Andrew has it next to it, and anyone else that's a member of the channel, like hobby time. So there you go. Yeah, it's getting close to my bedtime. I'm going to be so glad I won't have to get up at tomorrow morning at 3 a.m. to do a 4 a.m. stream. I'll probably wake up anyway, but it'll be fine. I don't mind. All right, that's great. What do we got here? I've got my bottle of water here because it gets really hot here, and the humidity goes up at night time for some reason. I'll put the temperatures across the bottom of the screen in a sec. I've sort of got to keep hydrated. I had a bit of a medical problem last week. Well, I've had it for the last month. My feet were swollen. I don't know if I mentioned it on my other streams. I've had swollen feet. And I don't know what the cause was. I tried everything for a month trying to figure it out. Diet or I don't know, not walking around enough, or I don't know what it was, And so, what else? So I'm going to, I end up going to the hospital because that just wasn't getting better. In fact, I could start up, it was starting to come up one leg, like I could feel the swelling around my calf muscle. So I thought, need to get this looked at. So I went across to the hospital just down on the corner. Very big private hospital there. Very, very good. It's where I've been for the past, for good stuff, lots of stuff. And tell you what, amazing. Another good story from the hospital. They basically checked my feet. The doctor there, she looked at it, she goes, yeah, it looks quite swollen, and we'll do some tests. So they gave me because it could be a heart thing, and it could be a kidney thing, and it could be something else. So we wanted to rule all that out first. So what she did was they gave me a chest X-ray. Then they took my blood and did a blood test. Then they put me on a cardiograph and got all the printout of that. And then I had to come back in half an hour to get the results. So I came back over to my condo and grabbed all my medical stuff from Australia and took that to show her because of my embolism I had. It nearly killed me early this year. So because I was explaining that, maybe it's related. I don't know. So I went back there, and then I ended up going back in there. And she said, well, the chest X-ray come up with nothing. It's all clear, no problem at all. Your blood test was fine, and your cardiograph readout was fine. I said, oh, that's all good to know, but I've still got swollen feet, So we come to the conclusion that we don't know what's causing it. But what they did was they gave me these tablets. I take 2 tablets, half a tablet each day for 4 days. That's all. She said, and apparently it's supposed to make you pee more, but I didn't notice that at all. So I don't know what didn't seem to make a difference. So I took one when I got back after the hospital. Oh, by the way, all of that, and I was, from the time I went into the hospital to the time I walked out, it was an hour and a half. Had the chest X-ray, the blood test, everything within an hour and a half. And it all cost me about $80 Australian. So, bargain. So anyway, so I took the tablet, and then the next morning I was ready to take the next tablet, and I looked at my feet when I woke up in the morning, and that actually the swelling had gone down. I thought, oh, good. So I took the next half tablet, and by that afternoon I noticed it considerably less and less. And that was 3 days ago. This is the 4th day now. And they're almost completely fixed up, almost good, all good to go. Just a little bit of swelling in my left foot, but I think that'll go down too. So there you go. I survived. What else we got? Who else we got? Andrew is saying, I've got model clubs. What's this one? Model clubs build day tomorrow at 8:30 a.m. Oh, that's cool. Very good. What are you going to be building there? And thumbs up, fellas. Yes, please. And will I be getting... Yes, Hebo. Sorry, wrong Pete. Yeah, that's cool. Aussie Modelers Live is on, are they? Yes. Yeah, I might not be watching. But anyway, that's all right. What else we got? Heat can cause feet swelling or gout. I know. But listen, I've been through the hottest days ever in Thailand. We had days of 45 degrees Celsius here. Really hot and no problem at all. No problem. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what caused it. I haven't been eating anything different. I don't know. So anyway, yeah, you're right, Jeff. It's better safe than sorry for sure. So, yeah, I mean, because the doctor wasn't going to be there on Monday, she said that'd be too long. She said if the tablets weren't doing anything and they were still swollen or getting worse, she'd actually made me an appointment with the heart specialist there for today. But she said, just don't go. Don't worry about the appointment. Just don't have to ring or anything. Just don't go if your feet are, if the swelling's gone down. So I didn't have to go. So that's all good. You're building a Churchill. Very good. Very good. Hey, I got to tell you, I'm going to give a shout out, and what I'm going to do is I'll put a link in the chat shortly. Pete's saying, are you retired, Pete? You're not that old. Yes, I retired early. So I don't officially reach retirement age for another 13 years. So, you know, I highly recommend it. If you don't enjoy work and working your ass off for nothing and struggling every week to save money and enjoy life, retirement is a really good cure for that. It makes things so much better if you can. Of course, I couldn't do it in Australia or anywhere like that because it's just, you know, it's too expensive to live as it is when you do have a job. But you can do it in Thailand. Yeah, well, I'm 57. Just turned 57 2 months ago. 2 months ago. All right. What was I going to say? Yes. So there's this YouTube channel I discovered, and it is Revel Model Kits. Okay. Now, the interesting thing about this channel is that they've been going for a long time. They've only got 3.7 thousand, so 3,700 subscribers. There's 111 videos up there. Most of the videos up there are just showing 30-second clips of their models. You know, so all their models, the VW vans, the some of the helicopters, just quick 30-second, and they're only getting like 120, 200 views. One or two might get 1,000 views, but you know, only a few hundred views on these videos. Well, they've actually put out just 4 days ago the Revel Model Kit News for July 2024. And they're going to start putting out monthly reviews every month of the kits that are coming out. And it's really good. It's great. You can have a look and see what kits are being released every month and get an idea. And they talk about, and the video went for nearly half an hour, about 25 minutes long. And guess how many views it got? 26,000 views. They must be kicking themselves, wondering why the hell we didn't do this before. Anyway, so what I will do is I will drop the link into chat, and it's really worth going over there. Control paste. Let's see if that's going to work. Yes, it will. So that will go into chat there. So check them out after you've finished watching me there. And yeah, have a look. I mean, their channel's going to take off now if they start doing that once a month. I mean, they even did a tips and trick video that went for 30 seconds. I mean, what can you show in 30 seconds? But yeah, so it's really good. They had the what was it? Let me have a quick look. Oh, the Boeing 747-400 Iron Maiden aircraft, which is one of their model kits. They've done a review on that model kit, the Book of Souls World Tour, and it looks fantastic. And they also did the one of the Darth Maul's Infiltrator. It must be one of their kits as well. There's a nice Porsche on there. There's a submarine, good submarine model there. And then there's a Tornado 50th anniversary twin pack. But anyway, check it out. It's good. I mean, I've done my fair share of Revel kits, had my problems with them. The bus was one. The Maui ship that I did, the rescue ship, which wasn't a problem. That was a great build. So I don't mind the old Revel kits. So there you go. What else we got? Yeah, I just good on you, mate. Thanks. Yeah, sub to him. That's fine. Andrew's saying I retired at 52. I'm on veterans disability pension, and super comes in 3 weeks. Yahoo! Oh yeah, I'd be happy too. Excellent. I met up with one of my subscribers to my other channel here, who's also getting his super coming. So yours is coming in 3 weeks. Mine's coming in 3 years. So that's all I needed. See, I only needed enough savings to live over here for 3 years, and then after that, I'm set. I got no problems at all. But it was just a struggle in Australia to save up as much as I could to see me out for 3 years. And it's great because I actually did my final tax return the other week because I finished up my work there. I only worked exactly 6 months of the year, and I got just about all my tax back that I paid, which was fantastic. And that worked out at about 160,000 Thai baht, which is fantastic. I mean, that's a year and a half's rent for me over here in a tax return. So I'm very happy with that, and looking forward to well, I've already got the money. The money went into my account, and the next day I had to transfer it straight over to here. And of course, I have my Wise account, which I highly recommend if you do any sort of traveling, even if it's just for holidays. Wise is a great way to get the highest and the best market rate on the exchange, and the fees are very low. So, and it's quick too. You know, I transferred my money into that. It was almost instant. And then I transferred it from that into my Thai bank account, and they said that it would take 5 hours, and I got a notification after 5 hours saying it's been transferred, but the actual bank here in Thailand could take up to 2 working days to have it show in my account. But the next day it was showed up and it was there, which was good because that put me over the 1 million mark. So I'm a millionaire over in Thailand. I have 1 million baht, over 1 million baht here in the bank. So happy days. It was quite good to see that little, you go to the ATM and take out, and then you see that little balance left of 1 million. Excellent stuff. All right. What else? Who we got? We got anyone else coming in? 12 watching. We got a bit down on normal. We'll see how we go. We get some more people coming in. What else we got? Oh, you've done it, have you? It's a pain in the rear end to put together that 747, is it? Oh, okay. Wow. It looks pretty challenging. And fishing trawler looks good. Yeah, I don't know if it's a fishing trawler. It's actually a rescue boat, that Maui. It's a German. I'm not sure. I think it's German, and goes out and does ocean rescues or Atlantic ocean rescues. Yeah, it's good stuff. What do we got? Andrew's hitting 60 on August the 10th. Well, that's coming up. Yes. Almost a month away. Very good. That's good. Hey, Carl Scalemodeling. Afternoon to you, sir. Welcome, buddy. Welcome. Hey. It's only 2:30 in the afternoon almost in the UK right now. Good on you, mate. Welcome. I was going to say something. Just while I think of it, there may not be a video coming. This will be a first for me. I'm actually going to go 1 week with no video coming out. So next week's video of the mini art tank, there won't be, at this point, there won't be a video next week. Yeah, I've had a few things that have prevented me from that. My swollen feet have been an issue, so that sort of had my thoughts elsewhere. And also, I'm into some really tedious parts. So I'm in the process of putting together, I guess you'd call them like the bogies on a train. These are what the tracks are going to go around. That's one. I've got to build 6 of these. All right, so that's one of them. You see that? That one's come up all right. They come up really well. The wheels turn on there, so that's really good. But I've got all the individual wheels done. I've just got to do the other parts. So it's very repetitive and time consuming. It's taken me a long time. Yeah, I know, a slacker. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. What are you going to do for that 40 minutes of the day without watching my video? I know. Sorry. Well, yeah, very likely there won't be a video because I've got to go through and get all this. I've got no footage whatsoever. But at least you know that we're even. You know, we're up to where I'm up to. So, yeah. So there's like all this, all this repetitive stuff. I got to get them all the pieces off, and I got to clean them all up, and it takes friggin' forever. It does, but it's all happening. And the worst is yet to come because see, we're doing all the wheels, right? But then the next step is going to be the tracks. Yeah, that there is the tracks, and there's like 2 times 72 tracks. That's for each side. So I want to thank Jeff out there who's given me some help on those wheels and you'll see it in the next video because I'll explain it to you. There's a bit of an error in the moldings, all right? So you won't be able to see it, so small, but there's a little pin that goes across, a little bit of plastic that goes across there, and there's little holes in either one, and it sits, I don't think you'll be able to see it. No. Anyway, they're all too long. Every one of them is too long. So you have to trim them up and make them fit. And you'll see. I mean, if you're building this, you'll want to know how I did it because if you don't trim them up, then that's not going to fit across flush with the hub in the center of the wheel. So you have to trim it down so it all fits perfect. And at the same time, you want the wheel to turn. So you don't want it to be obstructed. So you're there with the magnifying glasses trying to get it right. And there's how many? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There's 15 odd wheels there that you got to do. All the pins for. It's all great stuff. Yeah, I know I'm a slacker. So I went to the zoo yesterday here for the first time, and I couldn't remember, I've been here about 10, 11 years ago. Couldn't remember if I've been to the zoo or not. I'm pretty sure I have not been to the zoo here. That was the first time I've been to that zoo. And, well, let's just say it was not the most pleasant experience. I was all keen in the beginning. I thought this will be great. There wasn't much there, and what was there wasn't the best conditions. But anyway, I'm sure that all the young kids who are there, all the school kids going there and seeing the animals that were there, and getting an education. That's great. And I'm sure that they were too young to know the conditions that they were living in there in that zoo and all the rest of it. But anyway, it's sad. Anyway, so my video I made for the zoo will turn out to be not a very positive one for the zoo. But yeah. How are we going? Tracks. Yes, tracks. I'm working on AVF club tracks for my church. What a nightmare. Yeah. I'm looking forward to building a ship again. Yeah, I've had enough of tanks for a while. This one is taking a long time. Too long. Yeah. And, Jeff, what's this? Carl's got a 3D printer. Oh, okay. Very good. Yeah, something I don't know if that would be of use. But anyway, interesting. Look what I got. I got these things. Hey? They're not chicken feet or anything like that. They're actually like a little fried, I don't know, like a dough sort of thing, flour and whatever, They're like breadsticks. Really nice. They're probably what causes my feet to swell. It's the oil they cook them in. They cook them in this big vat of oil and then they put them up. $3 each. All right. So to give you an idea, less than $1 for 10 of these. They're really nice. After my dinner, I have a snack with these. Now I bought 10 of them, and then I put them in there, and I leave them, and I have them for breakfast. I'll have them just like 5 seconds in the microwave to heat them up again a little bit. Good stuff. God, went down the wrong way, that did. All right. Okay. So what else we got here? Resin. You're going to be doing printing in resin. Good on you. I have no idea of anything of that to do with that. Yeah, I just wouldn't have time. I wouldn't have time to do it. Looks like everybody's getting into it. That's cool. Creativity. That's a good brand by the sound of it. Very nice. $180 is cheap. But what does it cost you in resin? And how much of that do you waste as you're getting used to it? That's all right. I mean, I could use some like little holders for these sorts of things to sit in, so you don't accidentally spill them, your little glue bottles and stuff. I used to have plastic ones, but I gave them away. Your loaded figures would be good. Yeah. If you could do like 1/200 scale Yamato Japanese sailors, that would be cool. I need about 4,500 of them. Or little figures for my ship up there, the Airlie Burke up there. The only problem is you got to paint them. That would be pretty difficult at that scale in particular. So anyway, how are we going? We got 16 watching, is it? Or I'll put my glasses on. My eyesight, it's 10. It's not a 6, it's 10 watching. Wishful thinking. And it's about £30 for 2 litres. Quite a lot of waste. Yeah, okay. And we got had a sale on. Okay. Very good. Yeah, I'd probably have a hard time finding it over here. Oh, then again, you can buy anything online, can't you? Yeah, you can buy anything online. Well, I tell you what, it's quite different doing a live stream at this time of the night. But I could get used to it. I can't. Maybe an hour later might be all right. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. We might go back to normal time next week. We'll see. But at least it'll give an opportunity for some people who couldn't come in before. I might run this a second week. I might run this next week as well. So people who missed it this time, who got caught off guard, might be able to catch it this next week. So, yeah. What else have I got to talk about here? Not much, really. What's normal time, Pete? Yeah, well, see, normally for me, it's 4 a.m. in the morning, and it's usually like 10 o'clock at night in the UK, and it's like 4 or 5 p.m. in the US. So, yeah, that's the normal time of my live streams. We're at 4 a.m. They always have been. Yeah, I know. Crazy, eh? But that's all right. As long as I get my afternoon nap, I'll be fine, you know. That's all I need is an afternoon nap. So, did we all hear the big news? Did we all hear the big news of Outlaw Paints has been sold? Hey? Been sold to the highest bidder, or the first person to come up with the cash. And a bit of an unknown from Queensland in Australia, Toowoomba, I think, or Townsville, I'm not sure. Got notice of it, heard last week. So good luck to the new owner. I wish them all the best. I hope they do the right thing and get that product out, because it is a good stuff. I'm trying to hunt down this person myself, but seems to be hard to find them. I'd love to get some of the stuff out here to Thailand. Like I mentioned last week, I bought some Icky Sticky products. You know, I finally got my CA glue, which I needed, and I got a few more of these little brushes. And thanks to Monique, not a problem for her. Just messaged her from and told her I've just put an order in, and then she did it, boxed it up custom for me and put my address on it for here and sent it off with all the full tracking. And it took just over a week. And in fact, it got delivered here on a Sunday. Security guards downstairs took delivery of it on a Sunday. But I got the tracking all the way right through. It was actually the longest part of the trip was from Bangkok to me here in Chiang Mai. It was on a plane within 2 days of her sending it out. And then it took about 4 days from there to get up to me. But there you go. So I really would like to be able to get my hands on some Outlaw Paints if the shipping ain't too bad. So I think it cost about $20, the shipping. And we're talking only about the equivalent of, in weight, I guess, about 5 bottles of paint. So 5 30ml bottles of paint for $20 shipping, that's, you know, I'm pretty happy. I would pay that. Yeah, but we'll see. I'll try and see what I can do. But yeah, so that's about that. What else we got here? Someone's saying, yeah, 4 a.m. Yeah, it's a great time. I've always been a morning person. Always get up that early. My background is in the security industry. So I was a security officer for a few different companies doing all sorts of things. And I was on call 24/7 for quite a few years, where I could get a phone call at 11 o'clock at night to be on site somewhere at 1 in the morning. So, someone's flight's just come in, or someone needs to be picked up and taken somewhere or whatever. So I'm always used to night shifts and odd shifts. So and usually in security too, the shift chains are usually very early in the morning. So you usually work from, if they're 12-hour shifts, they're usually around the 4 or 5 a.m. to 4 or 5 p.m. So you're there just before the start of business day, and you're there and you do your changeover at the end, particularly if you're working in office buildings and stuff. So that's why I will never sleep in again. I couldn't sleep in. I find if I get too much sleep, I end up with a headache. And it's the only thing that gives me a headache is getting too much sleep. Although I do have a can of Smirnoff. I'm not sure what flavor it is, sitting in the fridge there. So if I were to drink that tonight, that would probably help me sleep. Over here, it's a public holiday here at the moment. They're having a 3-day public holiday. So Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, there's no alcohol in the whole of Thailand. You can't buy alcohol anywhere in Thailand. All the clubs and pubs will be closed over this weekend, long weekend. And I think it might be the King's birthday or something like that. No, it's not. It's something to do with the monks, the start of the rainy season, and the time where the monks go into they take their vow of silences and go into isolation, or wherever they do what they do. They start that, and it's a celebration for that. So I guess maybe it might be worth me taking a trip out to one of the temples to see some of the festivities that might be going on. Go one of the main temples. Might do that tomorrow, actually. I'll go for a ride around and see what's going on. But other than that, I'm all ready to go. I want to start on this ship really soon. I'm really looking forward to that. I haven't got the paint for it yet. I do have the primer. I've got plenty of Mr. Surfacer for it. And I've got hull red. I've got the hull red, but I haven't got the grey. And I think there's 2 types. The side and the deck are a different grey. But no problem. That'll just give me another reason to go down to the local hobby shop here and the model shop and see, because they should have more stock in now. Apparently they were getting more stock come in at the end of June, early July. So I'll be able to go and check out what's there. So that's about that. Okay, well, next week I'm going to do a show at the same time, but what I'll also do is I'll put the link up. So if anybody wants to come in and join me on the show, you're welcome to, and we'll give that a go next week, and we'll stick with this same time. I'm fairly sure there. If I try to put out a video next week like I normally do for the tank here, it'd be just a rush job, and I don't want to do that. I want to do it properly. And a lot of this stuff is repetitive stuff. So really, all I need to show is doing one wheel. You don't need to be watching me do 15 of them. So, so we'll see how that is. And of course, I think it'll go on to, those wheels get put on the tank. And then after that, it's pretty much starting those tracks, which is going to be time consuming, that will, but that's all right. That's okay. I'm retired. I've got all the time in the world, haven't I? Anyway. All right, guys. Well, we might finish it up early tonight. We're going to finish it up a bit early tonight. Is a bit quiet. It probably caught a lot of people off guard with going this early. Maybe there's someone else live streaming. To be honest, I didn't really check if there are any other live streams happening at the moment. Let me have a quick look of who I've got on my list, and you know, all the people here in Thailand that I follow. A couple of them are doing live streams at the moment. Oh, and at the moment I'm sort of I'm a gamer as well. Like I like playing computer games, and there's a new game that just came out. It's called Once Human. Okay, it's like a survival RPG open world game, and it has taken the world by storm right now. They're putting it up there with like World of Warcraft sort of stuff, and it's a completely free game. So if you're a gamer and you want to check that out, Once Human. Okay, it just came out this week, and it's in the first week, and it's quite addictive. It's great fun, and I've been playing that quite a lot. I've got a base set up on there. I've got all this. I'm doing pretty well. My character's getting up at high level. I've got some good armor and good weapons, and I'm killing all the bosses. That's the important thing. And trying to work on the model at the same time. Yeah, distractions, eh? Anyway. All right, everybody. Thank you all. Thank you all for coming on at this one. And I'll do it for the same time, and we might get some people might want to join me next week. All right. And I'll get you all a quick chance to say goodbye to each other. All right. And I'll definitely be on next weekend. Yeah. All right. Well, enjoy the rest of your weekend, everybody. And I'll catch you then. All right. Bye, all. See yous.